have got the most amazing surprise for all of you. Oh, it's not the cheetah. It's not what we were expecting at all. And unfortunately, we're having to communicate. We're having radio problems, so we're having to communicate via mobile phone. But just look at the gorgeous new Styx cubs. Our very first sighting of them. And my rain cover just flew into my head. I'm sorry, that was the noise. Just look how gorgeous they are. Weren't they worth every acceleration, every bump? The fact that we are getting slightly drenched. Oh, babies, aren't you just too gorgeous for words? After all we've seen the Styx cubs go through, the last generation of Styx cubs, to see these two teddy bear little cubs looking so fat and healthy and happy. Hi, little ones. Welcome to the world. Just a few weeks old. They've only recently been introduced to the pride, apparently. To see them is a joy indeed, and I'm sure you're all incredibly excited to be seeing them. I know I am. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. It wasn't what we were rushing over here for, but what a treat this has been. Now, this particular female is a little bit skittish around vehicles, so we're going to keep our distance, and this will be the view that we have of them for now. But I think you'll all agree that this afternoon has taken a lovely turn, if a somewhat damp one. Now, we are going to only be able to spend a few minutes with them. There's only 2 vehicles allowed in the sighting, so we're going to have to pull out in the not-too-distant future to make room for other vehicles. And unfortunately, we are being quite thoroughly, excuse me, rained upon. I'm just going to pop my rain jacket on. Sorry, you're going to hear some rustling. I'm just trying to keep my microphone dry. Oh, gorgeous. So thrilled, so happy for the Styx. For those of you that perhaps have just joined our live safaris and you haven't met the Styx before, they very sadly lost their last litter of cubs to mange, to a serious, very serious mange infection. One of them was killed by a herd of elephants. The other 7, most of them, it seems most likely that they were killed by the mange that they contracted. Oh, so lovely. This was worth it, wasn't it, Chandra? Tucking into their milk breakfast. They're still far too young to even be thinking about meat. And it's hard to believe that our Nkuhuma cubs were once this size, isn't it? Sweet little teddy bear faces. Too gorgeous. I'm going to spend as long as we possibly can here before we have to leave. Just eke out this moment. Look there, that's what we were waiting for. Hello. Welcome to the world, little one. James Richard, on this Thanksgiving, you say, or for all of you that are celebrating Thanksgiving, you say that this is something to be thankful for, and what a privilege it is to see these cubs. Hi, look at you. Yes, you are gorgeous. Mouthful of milk, licking its lips. Oh, look at all of that healthy fur, and already licking and cleaning its sibling. A truly gorgeous, peaceful, intimate moment that we've got to share with the Styx on this gloomy, rainy afternoon. Now, Kathy, you wanted to know how old they are. They're roughly, as far as I remember, they're sort of around 6 or so weeks. They might even be slightly younger than 6 weeks old. They're still very, very tiny. They are roughly the same age as the Nkuhuma cubs when they were first introduced to the rest of the pride. Mom's still keeping them relatively separate. She has apparently introduced them to the other females. There's 2 other females in the Styx pride. So she has apparently introduced them to the rest of the pride, but I think she might have done that slightly early just because there are no other older boisterous cubs that could risk injuring them. Oh, little ones. Oh, how can that not put a massive smile on your face? Okay. How are we doing for rain there, Gendre? Are we okay? We're fine. It's just the thunder that's worrying me. Is it it must be their first, it might even be their first thunderstorm. I'm trying to think if we've had, oh, look at the yoga. That's your leg. You biting your toes now. In between the toes. It's still so fluffy and so spotty. One big yawn from one tired mom. Well done, Mom. Good girl. Your cubs are beautiful. All right. Okay. You think we're okay?
Just your monitor.
My monitor is, yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. To Charlie, you say, is there any chance that with the rain and the better nutritional conditions that they're going to help them be more resistant to mange? Yes, these cubs have a much, much better chance of being safe and sound from that mange infection. They might still get it, but this rain does wonders for reducing the possibility of it spreading. It reduces the seriousness of a mange infection. Their chances are just so much higher. These little cubs have been born at exactly the right time, and the rains have come at the right time. Time to save the new cubs of the Styx pride and to save the Nkuhuma pride. We couldn't be more happy that it is pouring down. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, we have to run. We have to escape this weather. So we've had the briefest moment with the Styx cubs, but unfortunately we have to go. We have to start heading back towards Djuma. But what a pleasure this has been, and worth every step of the adventure. I'm so glad we could share this with all of you. Right, on that note, from one little Styx cub, I think it's time to send you back over to Byron and the potential father.